but the rebound, so it's not a matter. Stephen Derry, Ronald Desjardins, Brittany Lassiter, but not being too aware of the clock. Aplaka, a runner off the glass and in. Herzog, the jumper with 10. Tapped LaShore the rebound and a good interception on her outlet by Pink. Stolen back by Aplaka. And Maltezo beats the horn with the three. Just the way Sean Kelly drew the whole thing. She's up top with Maltezo now. Good look to Taylor from Sarman. Could have had an open shot, but a good look and 8 points of the season. That was the first attempted shot of any kind for Hoffman for the year, and that one teeters and falls, so she's officially in the scorebook now. Got the nerves out of the way and makes the last one, and will come out as Etherly comes in for her with 46 seconds remaining. 78-47, the Cavaliers with a victory over the Warner Pacific Knights, and Sean Kelly joins us here courtside. I said at the end of the first quarter that you probably would like to take those 10 minutes and just bottle them up and save them for conference season or somewhere else. That's about as impressive a performance as I've seen from a team in a long time.
You know, I think yes is the short answer. You know, I mean that it just goes to show how well we can play when we want to play together, when we want to take the shots that are good shots for us. And you know, and I mean, Danielle Hartzog, you know, hats off to her, because every game she's played for us, I mean, she missed 2 this year, and every other game though that she starts, she gets us going. She really does a good job of just knowing the shots that she has to take as a senior and starting us, and then Bailey and Keish as juniors are now slowly starting to understand how important they are, you know, in getting us offense.
But, you know, 13 of 15 shooting, but your pressure forces turnover real quick. I mean, it's just about as, you couldn't have drawn it up much better.
No, and we have to score by our defense. I mean, that's going to be our calling card all year. You know, I mean, we have to be able to put people in situations where they're not successful in order for us to be successful. And I thought we did a really good job of knowing their stuff, taking away what they wanted to do, and, you know, creating turnovers and deflections, and then going back and making plays.
And I think in some ways, to look at it, this might be kind of indicative of the growth of this team and this program, where this used to be a conference game. And frankly, used to be tighter a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And today you just had foot on the throttle for 40 minutes and controlled it.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, in order to compete at the top of the GNAC, I mean, that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, you know, we're still kind of, you know, infants in the league. And so in order to be successful and play as hard as we want to play and reach the goals that we have set for ourselves, we have to play 40 minutes, and so it's nice that it starts, you know, today as well.
And this is start of the holiday period, and that's always difficult as a coach. You got a break, you come back in close to 10 days, then get another break, and a week after that. How do you manage to keep a team you know, fresh and in sync and performing when you have those gaps this time of year?
You know, well, the nice thing is that the players that we've all recruited love to be in shape, and so we're going to take the next 3 days off. We have finals, and but all of them have said to a T that, hey, we got to get in the weight room for an hour a day. It's not on coach, it's on us, and we're going to go in. We're going to be on the Stairmaster, we're going to be in the treadmill, we're going to be lifting, so that we don't lose anything, you know. And I know there's been 2 separate groups of like 3 and 4 people that are like, hey, this is the time where we're going to be in the gym and we're going to shoot 500 shots, and that's what's nice. And, you know, and so much it starts with recruiting, and then that's the culture. You know, so many coaches and so many pundits want to talk about how do you create culture. Well, to me, you recruit it, first of all. And then when they get here, you highlight the things that those kids do so well, and then that in turn creates culture. And all these kids have it, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see down the road.
But you can't, as a coach, create a leader. That has to come from within. And if people are taking shots and things and doing those sorts of things on their own volition, that's what you hope for.
That's right. You know, and that's where I was talking to Danielle, well, 4 of our 5 starters, at the end of the game here, and I said, in order for us to reach our potential and be successful in the GNAC, we're going to need this from you, Keisha and Bailey and Iriade and Danielle, and they all understood it, and they go, yep, well, definitely, we agree with you, and we're excited to do that for the team and for each other.
And Danielle's performance today, it just belies the fact of how big a loss it was to not have her for St. Martin's in the conference matchup.
Yeah, Danielle just gets us off to good starts. Her temperament and her tempo to start the game is just always so good for us. And she's been here, done it. She's a senior. She knows that she needs to do it. And so that mentality really helps, when we start basketball games. And like I said, at Oregon State, we got down 29-16, and or 29-9 or 26-9, something like that, and we just started off terribly. But then the second quarter, we go on a 14-0 run. And I'm like, well, if we would have done that at the beginning, and then I look out and Danielle's not there. And the same thing at St. Martin's, we get down 20-10, and you look down and Danielle's, just not there. And it's just so important to have her at the start of games.
Northwest Nazarene next on the road to get back into conference plan. I know you haven't spent a great deal of time on them yet, but give us a little capsule of what your team will face when you're in Idaho.
Right now they're top 2-3 in the league. They are really good. We were at a tournament with them. They're just so versatile, and they're so fast, athletic, and they can flat out score the basketball. I mean, transition defense is just going to be huge, and then defense in general talking, and then they can shoot it, so you got to close out, and then we're going to have to rebound because, I think they go 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10". So they're just so interchangeable. And so that's going to be, an incredibly tough contest, and they're out for blood anyway because we won at the buzzer last year.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Defensive work that you were able to put in today will help prepare for it. Solid stepping in the passing lanes. Your overplays by your posts were good. Your zones when you ran those times. It was a good lab for 40 minutes to run.
Yeah, I think everybody's finally starting to understand how we need to and want to play, and then they're buying into it, and they're creating their identity that way, and they're creating their offense that way, and that's what championship teams do and successful teams do.
Well, have a great trip to Idaho, and a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back here on the 28th then.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Well done. Thank you, Sean Kelly, joining us here courtside as the Cavaliers win it 78-47 over